everyone, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're back with Moon's Magical Builds, where we're creating, as you can probably clearly see by the sign behind me, Purplecraft Studios, which is pretty much just like a Hollywood build, but I'm making it useful because we might use some of these buildings in this build for like future videos and stuff. So, and you're probably actually wondering what's like the story behind Purplecraft. It's honestly just a nickname that our group has given us, so me and all the friends that you see in all my different videos and stuff, we call ourselves Purplecraft Production, so that's why this is called Purplecraft Studios. It's a homage to me, to all my awesome friends who I video with. But I guess that's enough of me rambling. It's a long enough intro. We should cut to that time lapse of me making this. that time lapse, we have a lot to cover in more detail, and I guess I'll start over here. This is the tent where people eat at, so we got a bunch of outdoor seating for when the weather's nice, and indoor seating. I've used this because it kind of looks like those cheap white plastic tables and chairs, so that's why I went for that. And of course, we have plenty of food for all of the people who are acting and working here to eat when they need to. Over here we have the trailers for those who might have to stay on set for longer periods of time. And each of the trailers are decorated exactly the same. They've got a chest, a fridge, a table, which pops in and out, which is fun, an oven to cook with, or a microwave depending on your point of view. They have a bookshelf, which you could see as like bedside table storage, and then the bed itself, so every single one of these is exactly the same. Also in here we have the girls' bathroom, which has the shower and like a toilet and sink, and everything's a bit dingy because it's an outhouse and they're always out dingy. We've got barrels, which are trash cans, and then we have all this pavement over stuff. So over here we have the boys' bathroom, which is slightly smaller than the girls, just because that's what happened to happen. Also, we can see I've paved some of the dirt because people have been walking around here a lot, so that's why the dirt's paved and such. And yeah, and this is the last building. And then also you're going to see these cute little cars, or these weird little contraptions that are cars about. These were made by my little brother, Dragon Tree 8, so he made all of these cars. So if you see those fencing about, that's those. Over here we have a parking lot. So this is one of the parking. There is one of two parking. Sorry, ignore this. I'll destroy that. There are two parking spots. Something that I noticed, especially like if around Hollywood and big studios like that, is two things. One, the roads look simple but are extremely confusing. So as you can probably see here, there's a lot of like two-way roads, but there's also a lot of one-way roads, and that's extremely confusing about how you'd actually get around here, even though it's all gridded. And also that there's extremely little parking. Like, there's not enough parking in the place. So we have one parking spot there and then another one over there, and that's it for parking for this entire facility, which as you can see is actually quite big. We can move over here, which we have the GRE, which is just the green screen room. So if we enter into here, I realized I forgot a door somewhere. I'll let it show you. So I'm gonna grab that. In here is the green screen, which I thought would be pretty useful just for, you know, videos. If we want a green screen, we have this green screen room. These are green screen blocks, so they would have like different shaped blocks and stuff that they could put in as stands to fill in for stuff. We have some seating for the directors or people watching who are helping read scripts and stuff. The actual cameraman sits here. This is what I've come up with for my camera, so you're going to see a bunch of these about as cameras just everywhere. And then even over here we have a little makeup session center, so that way they can dizzy up the person right before they go onto the green screen area. The next building we have over here, and the building which I forgot a door to, so we're just going to plop that in. Whoops, and also that. There we go, all fixed. This is the only one that doesn't have a name on top of it, but this is pretty much our game show studio. I didn't want to give it a name because we don't know what game shows we're going to be doing with it yet. But if you come in here, we have the little stands where you can stand and press the button. It's not functioning right now, but I'm sure one day I'm gonna make it. I just ran out of time, so didn't really have the time to make this that functioning. We have the studio for the host we have the stand for the host to stand on, as well as the two different opposing sides, which with their little colored seats, and then we have the screen, which you can put words and stuff related to the game show. Alright, on to the next building. Over here we have RT, which is Real Talk, so this is a talk show place, which again we have a lot of the nether theme. Me and the gang really like the nether blocks and like building in the nether theme, so a lot of these are nether themes just because that's our style, where, you know, you can have a bunch of people and you could sit here and you could talk about things, and you got the cameras pointing at you, and you have quite a good sized audience considering how small this space is. So this is the Real Talk studio. On to the next one. This is Star Finds. I'm in a tree. Oh, also, just so you know, speaking of trees, all of the paths have like these cute little palm trees, and it's exactly the same all over, and it took forever. I also have like these walls across to keep other people out, so that's also a thing. But anyways, back to, this is Star Finds. This is a, agency that deals with finding jobs for people who might want to get into the movie or TV show business. So that's what they do, and it's a big building with just tons of offices. So all the offices look exactly the same, and there's a lot of them, and there's just a ton of floors of just these office spaces, and it does go all the way up. I'll give you like a more detailed look at the top floor just to prove to you that like they're all decorated. Every single one of these is decorated. You can look through the window on the outside, and all of them have exactly the same things. They've got 4 bookshelves. They either have the bigger desk, which is the 2 with a slab in the middle, or they have the smaller desk, which is just 2 stairs. Also, there's a gnawing sound in the background. I'm sorry, that's just my hamster. She's awake. We have this, which is where they can put their pencils and stuff, and then we also have the computer, and then the chairs are exactly the same, being that with these as the little armchairs. And it's the same in every single one of these because I'm an overachiever and like to do every single room and make sure everything is fully decorated, because what's the point if it's not fully decorated? We also have this cool painting in the back here, as well as those paintings in the front here. But I like the office area. I think it's pretty cool. This is one of my favorite buildings personally, even though it's the only one I don't think we'll ever get any real use out of. It's still one of my favorites. Over here we have the Fire Cook, which is a cooking studio. Which is nether themed, because that's kind of what we went with. So as you can see here, we have not a terribly big audience, but you could fit quite a few people in here if you want. We've got our cameras again, and then we have just this huge kitchen. You could have like multiple chefs sitting here and talking to each other, or you could do like cooking competitions, because there's 3 of them. You got like the 2 ovens and sinks and stuff, and this actually hides lighting, so I thought that was pretty clever to hide lighting in my my kitchen by just adding trapdoors on the top and putting these inside. So it's a pretty well lit place. We also have lighting, of course, under the carpet. Moving on, this is a pet storage container. So it just stores pets. It's very inhumane. I'm well aware of that, and in real life I'd hope they do better than this, but the truth is they probably don't. So like they have a polar bear, they've got a panda, they've got birds. This was a pain, I'm just saying. This was awful doing this one. The birds do not like to cooperate. They've got cats, dogs, and horses all chilling in here, ready to be used for whatever movie or show that they are in. Have another car with another little guy, which my little brother made, and another weird car over here. And then in here we have Villager Family, so this is like a little sitcom thing. So if we come in here, they have different sets. So like they have the bathroom set, and then they've got like a bedroom set, and they've got a living room set. As you can see, these look extremely collapsible. They are not attached to anything, which means that they could take down these sets and put up new sets as they need to for shows, but these are the 3 that they have up at the moment for the Villager sitcom. And that's actually all of the main buildings, so we have quite a few. So those are all of our little show buildings. Hopefully we'll get to use those in some other future videos, because they're all pretty fun and cool, and I worked really hard on them and would love to use them. We now have, this is the other parking lot that I was talking about, and then we have another like double row back here. And then we have 2 giant storage buildings. Now this one is actually, as I'm about to show you, it's empty. There's a sign, which I'm assuming just says, yeah, warehouse empty. So it's just an empty warehouse with a hole in it, which we will fix. Just because we don't know what we want to use this is just a good empty space if we need to like do more movie sets or something, or for videos and stuff. We wanted to have a nice big empty space that we could use for that, so we decided to keep the warehouse empty just for the sake of future videos. But this warehouse, on the other hand, is very far from empty. In fact, my brother, Blue Phoenix, and then my friend Negative Light, those 2 worked together to fill this with references to like every single movie they could think of. So we have the Avengers here. This is Captain America, and then this is supposed to be Iron Man. We have Narnia with the stone Aslan's table. We've got the Ark from, gosh, what's that movie called? He's there. You know the Ark from that movie. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? We have the ship bottle from Pirates of the Caribbean, and then we've got the portal thing from Stargate. Almost said Star Trek, but we got Stargate. We have a ship from. I think this is the Star Trek one. Yeah, this is the Star Trek ship. And then over there, that's the Star Wars ship. We have an Ent from Lord of the Rings. We've got a skeleton head from Jurassic Park. We've just got a robot from every generic robot movie where the robots take over. We have this thing which I don't know what it is. Don't ask. It scares me though because there's TNT. We have the Floo powder system from Harry Potter. And then over here we have the TARDIS from Doctor Who. So lots of fun references. They had a ton of fun just sitting there making them and like making me guess what all of them were and stuff, which is fun. While I was working on other things, mostly this wall, because this wall took forever because World Edit and stairs don't mix, and this uses like all stairs, so it was a pain. But yeah, that's my entire Purplecraft Studios. Awesome as like my attempt at making something kind of Hollywood-like and stuff. I am really proud of how this came out. I think this is one of my favorite magical builds. It was lots of fun. It was very time consuming, but it was cool to have all my friends helping me out and stuff, and I think it turned out really awesome. And I even got like the Purplecraft Studio, like the Hollywood sign in the back. We have a Purplecraft Studio sign on the mountaintop there, so I feel like this one fits in the land better than most of my other builds. Like I could terraform this easily to fit with the outside world a lot better. I probably won't, but I could, so that's kind of nice to know. Anyways, let me know what you think about this, if you like it, if you think it's cool, if you're going to use any of the buildings that I did and stuff, or if you want to give this a try for yourself and try making your own movie studio. Just let me know what you think in the comments. That's what the comments were. And if you enjoyed this video, maybe consider leaving a like or even subscribing. I post videos 4 to 5 times a week, including Moon's magical builds once every 2 weeks. So I post a lot of these type of build-like videos, so maybe consider subscribing so that way you can see when I post a new one. Anyways, I hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye!